Welcome back. I think they're ready.
I'm
Yes,
back.
both ready. Beautiful. Let us introduce our runners. Let me input the pick bands here and throw it over to. Oh my god! I clicked refresh and I need to do the bands again. Whatever. Um, let's see, nerdy. Player one for our third match of the day. Wow.
Wow.
It looks like VVL with the font. The W looks like two V's. Nerdy, what stands out to you right now?
I mean, there's a lot of things, obviously. It's Rowell. You got, of course, very nice 819 RSGPB. I think the obvious thing is most games out of any player, I want to say, or at least up there.
That we've seen.
Uh,
1,000 is a lot. It's probably like top 10 or top 15.
It's that I thought for some reason I thought that would be since he's so high on the leaderboard. I just assumed that would be number one, but that's a lot though. That's like more than the both players in the last one combined, right? Oh my god, crazy.
Yeah, win-loss versus opponent. It's shocking too that he's played 1,000 matches and only 12 against Doogile. But I mean, maybe Doogile doesn't have a ton of matches. But also interesting that the ranked PB is worse than the any percent PB, which is basically not the
Yeah.
case for like a lot of people. But I think it's the case for Doogile also. They both have just. I mean, Ral in fourth place. I know Doogile has a 751. We'll see it there, but MSL winner. That's very impressive. That was like a whole league too. So winning that whole thing is very impressive. Tier 2 winner too, also impressive. No one's won that tournament twice. So 3 finals and 1 win is definitely one of the best resumes there out of that tournament series. And then all portals pretty cool. I mean, not a super popular category, but very near and dear to my heart, as I was the first all portals completed run. I stole the idea from Zolonox on a call. And so I'm very emotionally invested in all portals, so I like that. And let's throw it over to our second player, Doogile. Whoa. Oh my god, he has 300 games. I thought it was going to be a lot less. Kind of shocking that he only played 12 times, but again...
I mean, maybe just time zone stuff,
yeah,
right?
it's NAEU also. Who knows? What stands out to you, Nerdy? You like the accomplishments that Doogile put on here?
Let's see here. Former RSG world record holder. I mean, that's not that impressive, so I wouldn't have personally put that on. I would put more important things, but
yeah, I wouldn't put. I don't put it on mine. If I had to do an accomplishments thing, I wouldn't think it's that.
Yeah. You wouldn't, huh? Yeah,
Yeah.
But anyways, most sub tens. That's 14 is quite impressive there. Looking at the stats here, number wise, pretty similar. Honestly, for some reason, yeah, I'm so I guess like one thing that is a little surprising to me for some reason is that we see, and maybe it's just a sample size thing, but we see higher win rate for Raul in general, but Doogile has the higher win rate for games against Raul. So maybe showcasing maybe a little bit of a difference there in those numbers in their significance, but I think I would put. It's really hard to say who I'd lead, who I have the edge here, but both very talented players. And again, in the like last time, a higher higher ranked time than RSG time, which is funny.
Yeah.
Once again,
But again, you're looking at the second fastest run and the fourth fastest run.
right?
You know, so it's like really.
Yeah.
The reason why Doogile doesn't have second place on the accomplishments is we asked him for the accomplishments before he got the second place time. And I'd also like to point out 2 of the other amazing accomplishments. We have Island Leave World Record Holder, which he took from me, which is very sad. So I have some personal beef there. Now, some people might say that my island leave was a bit fraudulent, as it wasn't really an island, but I'd like to tell them that I was woodlighting in a ravine at 52 seconds. So the haters can hate. What's that? I'm trying to think. It's like that Vine where it's like the dude has like the spoons over his eyes and he's like blocking out the haters. You know what I mean? Someone's got to know what I mean. There's so many people in the chat.
I am not one of those people, but someone probably knows who you mean. What you mean?
Everyone's putting on Megalos. I'm looking this shit up now, guys. Stop. It's so corny. Blocking out the haters. Yes!
I mean,
Guys, we're gonna have to show this, okay? This is a
okay, that's fair. That's fair. We can do that.
live display cap.
Very important for a tournament.
Wait, you guys can't get the audio. Fuck. Shit. How do I do this, man? Add audio output capture. No, this is really fucking important. Is this it? Refresh? No, it's not working.
I can't hear it also.
I know. I'm trying to figure it out. All right, it doesn't matter, guys. Look it up, okay, guys. It doesn't matter. Look it up. I can't figure it out.
The haters.
He says what I said, okay? He says blocking out the haters, okay? I already closed the tab, man. I got sad that the audio wasn't working. It's my guys. I'm sorry. It's my fault. Anyways, the other accomplishment that we forgot to touch on: 3.75 and 7.25 on MC Play HD. I think that's for the short and the long course for God or telebridging or whatever. I think those are both world records, or very good. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty impressive. I definitely couldn't do that. I could probably get like a higher 3, like a 3.9 or a low 4. Nerdy, you could probably get like a mid 7 on the long course.
I have no idea. I don't even know. I don't even know what it is, but yeah, man.
You don't know anything about God bridging or like those bridging servers at all?
I've like tried them like once in my life, but hey, listen, gotta respect it.
Back to the tournament. Let's focus. I know, Nerdy. What do you think about these bans? Doogile is the lower seeded player, so he does get a ban first. Rao gets to ban and pick. What do you think?
This is a little surprising to me. I'm going to be honest. Let me explain why. So we start off with Doogile banning Desert Temple. That makes sense, I think, because Doogile is a very mechanical player. And so he's going to like mechanical seeds, I would imagine, which temples, it's not that they're not mechanical, but there's a lot more like sort of decision making, and like there's a lot more room for change and stuff. So logically, it makes sense that Doogile would ban that. But then Rao banning Buried Treasure, maybe a little surprising, but maybe not entirely surprising in the sense that it's, you know, again, if he's worried about Dougal's mechanics, which are very, very impressive, then maybe that makes sense, you know, trying to make it a little bit weirder, a little bit less linear by banning that. But then what surprises me is that's what I feel is happening. But then picking Ruin Portal, like you've said many, many times, that's like a very linear. That's like the most linear. So a bit interesting. Maybe trying to play on like low food game, a low food kind of deal here against Doogile, in hopes that maybe Doogile will play too aggressively or something like that. That's probably what I'd say the most, but very interesting for either way.
Yeah, it could be the Buried Treasure ban because maybe Raul's just not confident in the map list on his like setup or his numbers or something. I mean, Doogile does have the Island Leave world record. Maybe these runners are doing scouting like advanced, and I think that could be really interesting too. Going into like the next week's matches, people doing pick bans based off of the results of these matches. But yeah, I think Ruin Portal is like, it's still mechanical, but it's less like there's just no mapless element, right? There's less like TNT crafting. It's like different mechanical, right? Maybe Round Mills feels more comfortable with that. And I know a couple of people in chat are confused. It is a best of 3, and there are 5 seed types in the ranked filter. So we are letting each runner ban 1 seed and then picking from the 3 that are left. So that's how it works. So we have Temple and BT banned, Ruin Portals being played, and then the following 2 seeds are going to be Shipwreck and Village, and the order depends on how the players decide to pick it out. So gives some sort of choice, a little bit of advantage to the player on the higher seed. But again, if you're the higher seed, it means you qualified through having a higher elo, so you should just be the better player. But that's not what we've seen in these first 2 matches, both upsets. Can Doogile pull it off, or will Ral take the first win for the auto qualifier gang? And I'm ready to send it. I think we're ready, Nerdy. Yeah.
yeah, very close elo wise as well as another
All
thing.
right,
I think
we're
Dougal
gonna get
was
started
20
in
elo or so
3,
away from
Yeah, Doogile
qualifying in
was
general.
Good luck.
ninth. And missed out, yeah, literally by one placement, and then had to fight through the qualifiers and almost didn't make it. Had to win
Yeah.
the tiebreaker seed at the very end, which is why he's the 15th seed. Yeah, so literally 1 or 2 rank games away from being in the top 8 auto qual. But here's our room portal seed. Let's see what they're working with here. Gold Axe, love that. Iron Pick, again, no food, but that's kind of expected. Silk Touch, they both see it. I couldn't tell on raw screen because it's in Ukrainian, but they're both going to get blocks here. This is good from both players. And we're going to see, are there, yes, cows? No lava bucket. So going to be a little sus on making sure these cows don't run out of water. Both get the gold block. Surely they both get cow food, right? Shovel, helmet from Duke, pre-craft. Maybe wrong. It is consistency. You do save some damage, and it is a low food seed on room portal. So I don't know.
Yeah, but you already have boots there. I don't know. I don't know if I like that personally.
Oh, they are already wearing boots. I missed
Yeah.
that too. So I mean, that's probably why Dougal missed it. So it is just a waste of 5 gold. Could matter. Could be an important trade in that 5 gold.
Maybe the like 1 armor bar is gonna just completely save the day. You never know.
Gets on half a heart. We'll see though. I mean, the boots do have to get exchanged, ideally for soul speed boots. And look, Ral going on low terrain. Dougal's staying high. Already a difference here. And Dougal just sees it. Wow, sees the treasure. Does Ral know where the Bastion is?
Oh.
Is this already an insane? Is it going to open to the right?
Hopefully it opens to the right here for
I
Raul,
don't
but
see it
this-
opening. And now
Oh,
your E-Ray
no,
gets
yeah.
really awkward. But you have gold picks. You have 3 gold picks because you didn't make a helmet. But yeah, Dougal, ooh.
Okay, there we go. Interesting.
I think Dougal was trying to find the right way to go, because dropping in the middle here is really bad. Yeah, they're both trying to figure out where to go. Dougal found it.
Oh wow, look at this though. Now
And Raul found
Raul
it.
seems to be ahead.
No, it's basically
it's
tied.
not by-
Oh, yeah,
yeah, it's basically
jump
neck
over
and
on
neck,
this gold block. This is crazy. Dealing with this lava here. Like, these pigs
yeah.
on the side are gone. Like, these pigs on the right. You just have to make sure you don't die to this lava, get shot through the lava. It looks like both runners kind of handled it really well there. And Raul didn't
This would
lose as
be
much
my
time as I
nightmare.
thought for the terrain. Because, like, Dougal did see the Bastion, but it was like a really awkward enter, you know? You're just on the roof of treasure, have no idea, like, which direction to go. He had to sort of figure it out as he was playing. But this is very similar pace. Did they see the fort? Is this going to be a blind fort guess? Are they going to break the spawner? I don't think they saw the fort. So this is
I
going to be
didn't see the
interesting.
fort.
I didn't see it. And if we both didn't see it, they didn't see it. Because you caught Dougal's mistake on the helmet, right? We would have seen it, right? 2 of the best Minecraft speedrunners to ever exist, right? In the call. One
I'm on your
former
level. I'm on your
RSG
level.
world record holder and Feinberg. So we'll
Yes.
see.
Say former. Oh my god, this guy.
I guess you still have it. Sorry, I'm AA pilled.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, but anyways, we have 30 obsidian for Doogile. That's crazy.
No, so you can misplace on this seed and it's fine. You can build with the obby too. I do wonder, man, like, what are they gonna do for this fort? Because you should just go -Z if you want to send it. But do you want to send it? Do you want to go to lower treasure?
Yeah.
Because it's not like you're gonna
If
get
it's not,
anything
then you might
useful
just
out of
lose.
lower treasure, but is Ral out earlier? They both have 15 pearls. Dougal's trying to get a backup block for more pearls. I don't think it's working. Because pearls look to be the issue. They definitely are good on string. Well, now they're good on string. Sure, wow. 2 string trades in a row. And Rao's just leaving. Dougal's going to force these backups. So, Dougal will probably have pearls for 0. I mean, assuming he gets pearls here. He could just not, right? And it could just be complete waste of time. Rao throws one of his pearls. Does he see
Sending
the
it.
fort, or is he... No. Wow, so no spawner break. Best ranked terrain, by the way, that we've seen, right? If you play a lot of ranked, you know some seeds are just kind of like this, right? Like,
Right.
this filter is supposed to check for terrain to the bastion, terrain from the bastion to the fort, and it just isn't working out. Does Dougal see it there? Oh my god, it's backwards,
Wow.
out the back. I mean, I think it's just a great play from Dougal. Because like I was just saying about the filter, you know there's supposed to be a check for terrain to the fort from the bastion, right? So you must think like it's going to be in one of the two close regions. There's going to be
Yeah.
some terrain, and Ra just, I mean, he
Say Ra
sees it
might
there.
see it
He sees
too.
it. He sees it there, but it's so far. He knows that Dougal just fell out the back and saw it. And I think it's just a great heads up play from Dougal, knowing really how to abuse the filter. Is it just some sort of mental RNG where you go? I don't know, maybe. But and look
Yeah,
at
I mean,
Ra at 11 pearls now too. Is he
I
gonna?
also like that play. I also like that play from Duke because even if he didn't see it, he placed himself in a position that would have been really easy to break the spawner. He placed it right at that lower section.
Being
of
down
treasure.
there, yeah, that makes sense. That's
Yeah,
true.
so I feel like that was just it was multifaceted in how good it was as a play, in my opinion. Whether it was all intentional, hard to say, but good nonetheless.
It worked out, I mean, perfectly. And Ral has 11 pearls. It has to be a one eye, or he has to get pearls and stronghold chests. Because it looked maybe for a second he was thinking about mining some gold and lower treasure and trading it out, but I think he knows he's already like so far behind, like a minute maybe on the fort.
Yeah.
Like Dougal's already blinded. Does he have 6 rods? No, but Ral doesn't know that. You know, Ral just knows he sent the message. So maybe Ral thinks he has 6, right? Like he's still behind. Is the point? He's behind on materials. He's behind on pace. He might be behind on the mental. You know, just like it's a tilter, right? Like a treasure seed. You just choose the wrong way. Like nothing on the surface was wrong with Ral's play. I definitely think Dougal made a better decision, and it paid off. You know, like the more consistent full check.
Yeah.
And we'll see.
I find it. Am I crazy? Why did Dougal not get that eye? I feel like that was a bit of a misplay there.
It might have broke. I was watching Ral's screen. I'm gonna.
Oh, I
completely
guess I
honest.
couldn't hear, so maybe it did.
Yeah,
break.
we
I
only
think- I
also
thought
have
it was
audio
great.
on the left screen anyways, so not your fault. If it is a break though, that is really bad for Ral because
True.
then he's gonna need he's gonna
Yeah, here we
need.
go, let's
Oh
see.
yeah, there's a break right
Oh
there.
yeah. Okay, it was a break. Okay, I just missaw it then.
Yeah. So Ral now needs a
two
2-eye, or I mean, he could get enough powder and get pearls and chests, right? In the stronghold there are 4 chests. You can get on average, I think, like
for each one.
yeah, on average you'll get like
Yeah.
1 pearl, but that doesn't mean he still needs a 1-eye.
It's not great though.
And it looks like Dougal's gone. 1K. Dougal is just able to pearl to these cords also, and Ral can't pearl to these cords. So there's even more time loss coming in. Yeah, this is crazy. I think Dougal, I mean, barring a huge mistake, he's so ahead here. You know, Ral had that Ral drop. Drop. He has to just leave. You know, and yeah, it looks like it's the same stronghold. Maybe got a little mixed up on the chords there, but Dougal is in a good spot here. It is terrain, but again, Ral, I mean, you're not throwing another pearl, right? Yeah, he crafted all of them.
Oh wow,
just-
yeah,
he
this
just
is not
can't.
good for Ral.
And we'll see preemptive here from Doog. That's a nice spike. Looks like good numbers. I mean, everyone's got different hardware, but big orange pie slice equals good. And oh, okay, there's a pearl.
though.
So it 1-eye for Ral, but like it needs to be a 1-eye because he doesn't have 2 more powder. He only has 1 more powder. So it does actually
true, yeah.
need to be a 1-eye. If it's a 0-eye, the game's already over. I mean, unless Dougal dies here. Stray Enderman there. Maybe Ral needs those. But this preemptive pointed Dougal right, and he can't go right. Ral is catching up some time. I mean, Dougal is also navving the whole stronghold, right? So he knows he is getting info, even though he's not getting the portal room. And he's getting his ass kicked. Creeper!
Oh my god.
He's
Bit
fine.
scuffed here for Duke, but maybe it's working out. Oh my goodness.
Ral's
Very
getting
scary
to these
speed.
chords, though. Are they different chords?
I think they're the same. Oh, like over. Oh yeah, maybe they
No,
are different.
look, though. I think Ral mismeasured. Ral's at 62.38. Dougal's at 34.206. Ral
Oh
missed.
no.
He's gonna have to throw more eyes. Wow. This is a... No, I don't know what happened. I can't see the errors. Is it negative 0.035 on the first one, maybe? I mean, he missed. He's gonna have to throw another eye. Will it break? Doogile still has no idea where the stronghold is, right? This is a mental tilter for both runners at this point, right? Like, or where the portal room is. Sorry.
Yeah.
But Ral, I think, has 300 blocks to go. Still needs a 1-eye. Might need a 2-eye. Oh my god, that's why. Doogile didn't hit starter. And he just now realized.
Oh,
that
wow.
was
I didn't
starter.
notice that either, yeah.
So now, I mean, maybe now it's easy. Maybe now it's top left and it's just free. And it's good that he noticed, right? But at some point you have to think, like, if it's pointing you that way, like, preemptive will work, right? And he does hear the portal room. Gonna dig to it. Is it gonna be a 1-eye? Does Ral have any chance at all? We'll see. I mean, is he gonna actually find this? There it is. It's like a 3-eye. Okay, so he's fine. But Doogile is just gonna 0 probably and put this away. Could use pearls here to hunger reset, but doesn't need to. I do like this hunger reset. Looks scary because there's lava, but you're always fine. Yeah, if this is 0able, he just puts it away. I mean, obviously there is still 0 choke ability.
Yeah.
We saw Arachi just die, or was it Priffin? One of the two dying on a 0. I think it was Arachi. If you're Doogile, though, do you even go for it? Again, you don't know that Ral is in just a terrible spot, right? Oh, it's back 1-8. Doogile hit that in the 751, but it doesn't look like he's going for it. Which, you know, I have to respect, right? I'm not sure about the explosive count, but height on 1-8 is really weird. Especially having no food. Like, I definitely respect the play not going, right? And he doesn't know that Ral is in the overworld fighting demons to get to the stronghold. He does have the right chords now, but I mean, Doogile would need to just whiff the 1 cycle terribly. I think, like, it's almost guaranteed off of the 3-minute force perch at this point for Doogile to win. Like, I don't even know if Ral can get into the portal room and the end and 1 in 13 fast enough. I genuinely don't think he can. But we'll see. Maybe it's an instant av. If he's going to be at starter, right? Like, he might not mess around in the stronghold as much. And then you kind of you do have to play for 1 in 13. He can't 0. He has 1 pearl. Doogile did find a pearl in a chest, but he also wasn't at starter. So I have no idea. It's so wild how different that is. I have no idea why Doogile missed. It just like coordinate RNG, but I think that's the perch.
Yeah, let's see here.
Looks like it. I mean, Ral's in the stronghold. There's the snap. I think he has like 5 or 6 beds too. Looks like this is probably gonna be it.
Yeah, it was really that Bastion play that made the difference here.
5 bed. Yeah, that was definitely it. I mean, among other things, but that was definitely the main time save is Doogile forcing the backup blocks, so he had extra pearls, and leaving the Bastion just much better than Ral did. Was literally at least a minute in terms of time, in terms of pearls used, in terms of food used. It just completely adds up. It's just crazy. Yeah, that is insane. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing.
Shipper Village.
That's funny. Let's go here though. Look at the splits on that seed, and yeah, I mean, 4 minutes is wild. And yeah, exactly a minute there almost between the Bastion and the fort. But that still doesn't even show the whole picture. Ral entering the fort on 11 pearls, low food. Doogile has like over a stack of pearls. It doesn't show the whole picture at all. And then obviously this 4-minute mishap there is just the mismeasure, right? Who knows what happened? I think Ral desynced his first eye, maybe his second eye because he didn't build up. Desynced one of the eyes. And unfortunately, Nimbot can only do what you give it, right? Like it can only give you the stronghold chords based on what you measure. So if you look at the wrong spot of the eye, you desync, it doesn't know that. It can't see your game. All it sees is the F3C. So it gave him a false 100%. And I guess Ral just thought it was good enough. So yeah, I mean, I think Doogile played it almost perfectly, apart from, you know, the straw hole mishap. I guess you just gotta look behind you and check your non-starter, but you're in a 5-way. You built it at the right chords. Like, I don't blame him for not looking, you know? That was just a unlucky mistake, I guess, and just a beautiful play getting to the fort, and that was really the difference maker on the seed.
Good
our,
stuff.
Our pick is in.
From Doogile.
Village. What do you think? I mean, again, it's Village and then Shipwreck. Ral has to win both, right? So, like, does it...
Okay, hold on. Sorry, I just... So did Ral pick this as well because he lost? Is that how that works?
Yes. The way it works is... it shows Dougal's head on the Rune Portal seed because he won the seed.
I see. Yeah, okay.
But it was Ral who picked the Rune Portal. And then the people who lose... If you lose, you get to pick the next seed. Now, again, does it really matter? Because you have to win both anyways, right? But maybe you want to pick the one... Like, is it two... Like, getting yourself to 1-1... I don't know. You know, I'd have to think about it a lot to see if it matters, right? Like, which one you pick if you're Ral. Because if Ral wins the Village seed, Doogile gets to pick seed 3, but, like, he only gets... Like, Shipwreck's the only choice, right? Like, it doesn't matter.
Right.
You know? So, yeah, it's like... I don't know if the pick really matters here. It's definitely way more interesting, like, the bans and the first seed pick, right? Because getting a 1-0 lead gives you a lot of leeway in how you play that second seed, the mental going into it.
Sure. Absolutely.
So there's thoughts there, but again, it depends on the player, and I mean, we'll see him crank out this this Village, and is this gonna be
all right?
The third 2-0, the third insane upset? I mean, I'd like to think this one is less of an upset than the other ones. I mean, if you just look at the ELO, you look at the PBs, the Doogile literally being ninth, one spot away from the qual. But again, it is still an upset. Doogile did have to go through the quals. Ral had to just auto qual, I guess. But we'll see.
First Village, Seed Feinberg. It's your kind of seed, Feinberg.
I think there's just so much routing in the Village seeds. I like it. Like Ral, it's already different. Punch Hay into Blacksmith for Doog. But getting the Blacksmith second is honestly sometimes nice because you get to see what other people get from the thing. But as I say that, I think Ral turned off advancements in his chat. It didn't show up what Doogile got, right? Is that a mental thing maybe? Like you don't want to know if they're ahead, right? Because maybe he got in his head being like you see Doogile, you enter the Bastion first, Doogile enters the fort, you have no idea where the fort is still. Like that's a tilter, right? I mean that tilts me, right? Too. Like I think it tilts almost everybody, right? Does that affect your gameplay?
It's definitely good info to have, like objectively. But I mean, I guess
is it worth the mental trade-off, right?
Yeah,
I know a lot of people also play. Obviously, it doesn't matter here because it's who you're playing. But like a lot of people play, or some people, you can turn off like viewing who you're playing. You can turn off chat entirely, right? Because at the end of the day, like you do get that info, but it is just who beats the seed faster. You can't interact with your opponent at all. You're just playing. But it looks like here, Dougal's found the lava pool. Doesn't have flint. I think he's gonna go for a woodlight here. I like the play. Ral has flint. They both have very similar food. Oh, first try flint, so that's gonna be a nice time save for Ral. Can he find a lava pool in this? Oh, wow, he does. So Ral might be in the nether first here. Depends on how fast this woodlight's gonna crank out for Dude. Oh, he's got a catch.
Wow, yeah.
Or a start. I don't know the word. But it's
Ral's in the nether first, I think.
By like 2 seconds.
Yeah. Just very subtly.
Definitely not as bad as a woodlight as you think, or as it could have been. Seize the Bastion. You're on the fort. Both players get basically the exact same spawn. And it looks like they might nav this terrain the exact same way. I mean, they at least started it, you know? And we'll see. For sure. Looks like housing, I think. Yeah. Gonna run up a manhunt here, see if it's wet or dry. Make a decision based on that. But, I mean, we're seeing the same thing. Doogle's basically shadowing Ral. And it looks like, ooh, it's dry on the good part. You definitely man on here. It looks like they're both going to.
Yeah.
Not really scary either because the lava's just on the other side. Like, you don't have to run through the lava. You kind of have that flat thing, so you're going to get a lot of pigs. And we do see a difference, though. I was going to be curious to see Doogile instantly going up to the backup blocks. I've talked about this a lot, like in calls and with people. Like, if you're going to get the 12 blocks in ranked for consistency, when do you get these 3 blocks, right? Because Rao's starting trades early, Doogle's starting them later, but he's going to have a little bit extra pigs, and he doesn't have to get these blocks later. But again, if it's a seed where you don't need the extra gold, does it matter? Is it faster if you need it? Like, it's just so dynamic. And I mean, on the last seed it was treasure, so it's obviously an entirely different bastion, but Doogile needed the extra gold for those extra pearls, and it literally made the difference in the seed. I mean, among other things, but he was able to pearl a lot more, so... We'll see who leaves the bastion first. We'll see how much gear they have. It's just, the problem is, it's not a problem that just has a one-size-fits-all answer. You can't know. Is Rao leaving? Is he pro hanging? Is he gone? I don't know if he has everything. It looks like it, but he's not pearling, which maybe is just because you're kind of throwing a blind pearl, but maybe he only has 16 pearls. Doogile has 12 obby. Neither runner went up yet, which might be the right play because you're leaving out of the bottom of housing anyway, so it's very awkward to get that top stuff. And you know that this home portal on your fort is very, very accessible, right?
Yeah.
Is that gonna land? Wow. Fucked up pearling from Rao. He's got 16 pearls. I think he had 2 spare, but that's a time loss and a food loss. Doesn't matter that much on the food because there's a village sheep, but that's gonna be a time loss. And oh, dead. Fire res alive. Another insane time loss, though. I mean, definitely just a raw misplay there. Saw. Oh my god. Strider?
I thought that was Wither Skelly for some reason.
You thought he was gonna get RKO'd? I mean, he might get RKO'd here. I'd be really careful here. This is. If I'm Rally, I just heal up. I just focus up. It's just. I don't know.
Reset the mental.
Yeah.
Play it slow. It's okay. Definitely some tilt from the last game. You know, you want to make sure you avoid having that impact of this one as much as possible. So, very interesting to see. But pretty similar paces overall. Just maybe a little scary from Morale here.
Yeah, Doogile definitely made up a lot of time on the on this fort just from not like falling down it twice.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, Raul has some okay strays. That was a nice exit there. And Dougile's just committing to the spawner. So if Raul gets some god strays, it will be faster than the spawner. And that's some nice Wither Skelly play too. He's definitely like recovered from the mistake. But was it too much time loss? Like, is it already over? I don't know. I mean, Doogile still obviously has to play lights out. But if the end is zeroable, there's no variation in the end split. Might have burned a rod there. Not sure.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
And Doogile has one rod. These rates are awful, so I don't know.
Yeah. It's interesting to see that Raul not going, or sorry, Doog not going for like 5RD at all. I mean, obviously not the best fortress for it, but Raul, you know, just slight different strategies in approaching this. Doog just entirely relying on the spawner.
Yeah. I also think it's a problem that is really not like a one-size-fits-all solution, because obviously, ideally, you want to just try to get as many strays as possible, but when it's on a mid sort of fort like this, like you might only be trying to get 1 or 2. If it's a Wither skeleton or a regular skeleton, it's just raw time loss. Spawn is very consistent, especially, I mean, these rate... Oh, well, Doogile has 5 rods now. The rates were bad. So if you're killing a ton of blazes, it's so hard, right? On a fort like this, I like the spawner play a little bit more than on like an SSP fort, for example. Yeah. Especially because they do have a lot of food, right? So you can afford to take a skeleton hit or 2. You can afford to mess up on a Wither Skelly here and there, and have the food to recover from it because it's a village seed. But both runners are on 5 rods. Like, Raul's made up some time, but they're fighting for the 6th one. And they don't have to obviously get 7, but they should because it's home portal, right? Which is why we haven't seen either runner exit the nether, because they are going to be going back to their fort. the home portal on the fortress, I should say. And they're just fighting for these rods. I mean, these rates were like really bad, and then they picked up, and then they got really bad again. Yeah, Doogle's on 6, and I mean, do you go on 6 and hope they don't break? I mean, now that there's blazes here, like you always you think about that, and then you see the blazes, and you're like, dude, I'm just gonna kill the blazes. But like you could make an argument to go on 6 because you're on the fort, so you just have to come back, or like maybe you even force a stray out here, right? That's what I was thinking, but. I mean, he has 7, so whatever. Ooh, a little scary, but as in fire res.
Raldo waiting though for the 7th as well, so
yeah,
very interesting.
I mean, while you're waiting here too, you can craft explosives, you can charge your like a crossbow, you can prep for 0, get some blocks. Like, it's not complete time loss, you know, waiting. But we'll see. Is this 2K or 1100? 1100. Okay, so. Definitely, I think Raul only has 15 pearls, so might be zeroable still for him, but definitely still for Doogile. Looks like he's getting wood. I don't know what the explosive is like. 5-bed 2 anchor from Doogile. Yeah, because he got those extra blocks and Raul didn't, he can 0 and Raul can't.
Yeah.
I mean, unless Raul hits some 3-bed 1 anchor crystal crossbow, I don't know, but Doog can 0, which I mean, if it's zeroable, it might be lights out. But I feel like I've said that all day, and there's been some insane stuff happening at the ends, so we'll see. But
you never know for sure. But this theoretically could be our third 2-0 victory in a row.
Yeah, third 2-0 upset.
Our third upset. Yeah.
Again, this one isn't as much of an upset. I wouldn't
for sure.
Say Doogile is a very underrated player, but he did have to qualify. He is the 15th seed, is how it played out. So we'll see. And he enters in lava. So we'll see. Yeah, Raul just can't 0 at all. One pearl spare also. Like, there's just no way. So Doogile on an okay spike. If he gets this portal room and gets a 0, it's over. Unfortunately, not going to see a sub 10. Dude, does he hear I think he hears the surfers again. We have no audio on the second one, but he's definitely not nabbing how you should be nabbing. But is this it? It is. Wow, finds it. 2-eye. And Raul built, I think, not in the lava, so he's going to have to dig down. But again, this might... If Doogile hits the 0, it's over. Let's see. Is it front? 1 and 8. Yes, sir. Yeah. I mean, you have some soul speed bridging. You have to go for it. Ooh, bugged a little bit. 88, 89, 90, 91. No soul speed, so he gets a crank. 3, 2, up. Soul speed. Oh! Still makes it. Wow, he looked at the dragon too and saw he had time. Is that high enough? No! Is it 3 beds now? Is it 3 beds now?
I don't remember. 2 beds, it looks like.
Bro. I mean, he had it. He had it. God. It was a little bit of a panic with the soul sand and the nether bricks having different block heights, and then... But again, he's still ahead. He's bowing first. If it's 2 beds, it's 2 perches though, right? Like...
Yeah, this should be Raul's game. This is Raul's game.
It's still close. No, I think it's closer than you think. How many? What is it for Doogile? 2 beds, no anchor. Can't mind the anchors because you pre-place them for 0, which you have to, right? Like to get the most damage. But he's got to bow all these towers. Raul's gonna perch. But again, like, what's Raul on? 3-bed 1 anchor? That's 3-bed 1 anchor axe territory for sure. But like, if you mess it up. He didn't pre-place the anchor. He didn't pre-place the anchor either. I think it's still anyone's game. It's up to Raul to nail the 1 cycle. Yeah. Makes the sword because he knows.
He wins.
Yeah, I mean, Doogile could be getting a perch here, though. It's still a crystal up, though. Gets it down. No perch, also. 1 and 8. Has to hit this crystal, too. Because once you hit the crystal, you're getting a fireball. You're not getting a perch. Every missed shot is missed time. Is that a perch for Raul? Can he get there? 1 pearl. Snap.
Oh my God.
Is it going to be him, though? Wrong side. Oh my God. We have no
very solid beds. 3 very solid beds.
Oh, he got it.
He definitely
got it.
Yeah. All right. Raul takes the dub. Wow. Crazy turnaround.
Dude, we're going to see a C3. This is insane. That we're going to see a C3. I mean, guys, nerdy, as you love to say, it's not over till the dragon's dead. Am I right? Or
It's
am I right?
over. Until now, the dragon's dead.
Raul will take
That
round 2, which means that
is.
we will have a tiebreaker.
Oh my god, I hear them
on
twice.
A ship seed, I believe. I think that's what's left.
Dude,
yes,
that.
doing ship seed.
I
So
mean,
we can do
man.
a short intermission.
What a
and then
crazy seed. What a
I'll let
crazy
you know when I'm
what a
starting.
crazy back and forth there. I mean, Raul saying least deserved win, but honestly, like playing very, staying cool and collected, a little scary there, but managing to get the 4-bet. I would say that's very, very well played from Raul. And of course, I don't know, having the dragon flip on you, low anchor, low bed situation is scary. And Raul
He
didn't
got the
matter,
damage off.
played it.
That was
Yeah,
very
exactly.
impressive damage, especially for, like you said, the flip side and a non-pre-placed anchor. That was very impressive.
Yep.
Looking
Very
at these
good
splits,
stuff.
the Enter Fortress guys is very sus because it was a fort first spawn. Raul just didn't trigger the advancement, but Doogile did while they were moving around the fort, getting to the bastion. So that 2 minutes there is not what it looks like. But again, yeah, I mean, Raul in the end, 50 seconds slower, and Doogile did go for 0, and Raul couldn't. So it was on Doogile to lose the game, and he choked the build a little bit on multiple places. The staircase up with the soul sand, and then the anchor placement with the nether brick and the soul sand, and then it was just a late first bed, maybe by like a couple ticks. It's just, it's how 1 and 8 goes, right? It's just the target block is always slightly different based on the end terrain. So you just kind of have to hope it works, and maybe the timing was off, maybe it was RNG, but it didn't work, and I mean, we're seeing a C3. Can we complain? I don't think we can.
I don't think we can at all.
And it will be a shipwreck. We'll throw it over the seed selection, but Doogile only had one choice, right? There's only shipwreck left. You can't we can't play the same seed type twice, so it has to be a shipwreck. Neither player is banning it. Obviously, like if one player doesn't like ocean seeds, you can only ban one of the ocean seeds.
True.
You know what I mean? So the only way that they can both get banned is like if both players hate the ocean seed, right? But Raul gets to know what Dougile's ban was before he gets to ban, so you can play off of that info also. So I would be very shocked today if we see a shipwreck and a buried treasure banned, right? Like I think we're gonna see one ocean seed at least playable. Maybe they don't choose it. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like the seed 3 that doesn't get played. But I don't think we'll see a best of 3 today without an ocean seed. But who knows? I mean, we've seen some crazy stuff already. And I'm ready for the seed 3. I don't know about you, nerdy, but
I'm like, I'm very excited. It is interesting that it's pretty much entirely mental getting that second pick there. There's not really any like objective advantage because you have to, if you're that player, you have to play both seeds if you want to win.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of interesting. I don't know. I feel like that's interesting. It's entirely mental getting the second seed pick. But regardless, let's see the third seed here. First third seed of the day should be a good one.
And as a shipwreck, so I wonder if these runners did change their settings. Looks like Raul did and Doogile didn't. I mean, again, it doesn't really matter. It's like 1 or 2 seconds to up your render. And maybe like if you're on 5RD, you can mapless for the ship if it's close, you know? But we'll see. I mean, okay, already a difference here. Wow, Dougal's gonna stick the ship wood. Raul's gonna swim to an island. This is very interesting too because there is TNT. Raul's gonna get some blocks here. And now Doogile, yeah, can you blow up Netherrack in the end? Yes, but what if it's a floating spawn? What if it's a basalt? What if there's no terrain? Like this could matter a lot.
I like Raul in this situation. I like his positioning better.
Do you like Raul in general or just in this situation?
Just in this situation, entirely. Terrible person otherwise. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I like Raul's positioning here. I think it's much better.
Ruin Portal doesn't get it
crazy
from Doogile, but he goes past it. Yeah, I don't know. Again, it's just like could go either way. And they're going to different ravines. Doogle's on the island that Raul has on the right side of his screen. Who knows what the intended one is, but Raul's is definitely real, I'd like to say. And this is just brutal flint raids. They both have a wood shovel. Imagine we see a wood shovel break. Imagine Oliver scouted this. Oh, no, we get the flint. 0 for 64, wood shovel break. But Doogle's Ravine's real. Surely Raul's is real also. They're going to enter slightly different spots. Maybe it matters, but I mean,
yeah.
Doogile has less wood, 8 planks only, no blocks, really. But, oh wow, looks like it doesn't matter at all. Shit on for going to the trees, Raul. Unlucky. But again, I mean, the blocks still maybe do matter, right? Like, you can use them to build this out correctly. Like, because what's Doogile going to do here? Is he going to use his wood to build this? And now he only has 5, 6, you know?
Ooh, yeah.
Has to build up with gravel here. 2 gravel, choked it, going to go up, right? But, like, it still will matter. And Raul, ooh, sorry. Wow, Raul, nice. Is actually entered sort of mid down, top down, so he's going to get these extra gold blocks. Maybe learning from his mistake in the last seed. Of needing the extra gold blocks. I think it's just always correct. I will always get these blocks. I will always get the extra gap blocks and stables. I think you just always have to play for the consistency. Because if you end up needing them, you get more pigs. It's just so, I don't know. I think you always need to get them. And I'm glad that Raul's getting them in this seed. And I think he's actually slightly ahead in terms of starting the trades quicker. Probably gonna have a very similar amount of pigs. Doogile probably has a little more because he gets some mana on pigs and also the 3 gold block pigs. But Raul did start his trades quicker, so I think they're gonna leave this bastion at around the same time. We'll see if they have to go up for stuff. The only difference is Doogile has manhunt chest loot, but it doesn't really matter. They both have like similar amounts of obby. I don't think he got anything crucial from it. So maybe we'll see them go up for 20. Doogle's got 10. Raul's 14. Must have just picked up more trades. So we'll see. Oh, never mind. It's average rank trades. 24 obsidian out of the fucking pile. So they're going to be gone. And looks like Doogle's pyrating first, but Raul also has his stuff. Similar food situation. Raul does have an apple, which honestly could be huge. Didn't save gold for it, but it is still food.
Yeah, on these kind of seeds, just super low food. Just every little bit really
Okay,
does count.
Raul got the. Oh, he took damage there. Raul got. What is happening?
What is
Oh,
that?
Doogile was doing that tech. If you look straight down when your pearl lands, you can like see through the lava for a bit and see the terrain around you.
What the hell?
Like
that
while
threw me
your
off.
feet are on. I know it was very weird to look at, but they're both. Oh my God, Raul's falling down the same hole too. Is he gonna do the tech? Nope. They just looked at the terrain. They both actually take the same terrain, which is very interesting. Is that pearl reach for Raul? Does it reach? No. Very similar pace. But this does look like an SSV for it. On low food. We could see a run or die here. Trying to play really aggressive for strays.
Yeah, I mean, oh no. Speaking of which,
I mean, it's just the low from the pearl. I mean, Doogle's higher, but yeah, Raul bringing out the apple. Oh my God. Wither Skelly, you're low. You have a ghast. Nice kill. That was crucial. I mean, if you get hit by that, fall off, any fire, it's over, right? And now Doogle's on 2 hearts, 1 rotten flesh. Any Wither Skeleton hit, dead. Any skeleton, bad. 2 blaze hits, dead. But it looks like Raul does not have much better strays here. I mean, honestly, if you can just avoid a skeleton, withers get dealt with. They take long time to deal with, but they get dealt with. Skeleton on Raul, nice. Nicely done. It gets the box down on those wither skeletons. They're both at the same exact spot here, but Raul's ahead on food. Doogile has to play a bit safer, or just balls to the wall and doesn't die. Like, I don't know, who knows. But it doesn't look like either.
First portal.
Yeah, true. Early first portal for food, hunger reset. It might be exactly what he's doing. Nerdy, super smart here. And that is what he's doing. Savannah, food, potentially. Any piggies? Boat eye.
Not bad.
Oh, what? Oh, you got. Is he? What's happening with his boat eye? Let's just not be getting. There we go. Wasn't getting a good read or whatever. There it is. One eye. Oh, 11-11. Cool. Doesn't look like there's any close food though. Like you have to hunger reset, right? Take some fall damage. Nice. That was very well overlapped. Just nice play there.
I love seeing that kind of stuff, man. I love seeing that kind of stuff.
Oh, that was a good reminder too, mentally for him. Crafting the beds with the book, knows he needs to get some extra logs. That would have been terrible to forget.
There you go.
All right, Ral has the same stronghold cores this time. Not going to make that mistake again. And they're both hunger resetting here. Wow. Like, just almost the exact same pace from both runners. Doogile has one more rod. That's it. Like, maybe Ral has 2 flesh spare. Like, his portal's on this tree. So, like, I don't know. It's the same pace. It's the same pace.
Basically.
Within
yeah.
seconds. But again, if it comes down to seconds and it's zeroable, like, that's it, you know? Like, if Doogle's going to end 10 seconds faster, it's game over. And we saw a match today. We saw Priffin lose to Molly while he was one cycling. Like Priffin had the dragon dead and Molly won the seed. So like, I mean, the seconds don't matter, but they do, if you know what I mean. Like, is that stupid to say? You know?
No, I think what you're saying, the gist of what you're saying, I get exactly what you're saying. I agree. I think I agree.
That's oh, Ra was getting strays and going back. Okay, that's a nice play. Wasn't on fire already, but I mean, they just spawn sometimes. Has 4 rods. Well, 2 rods and 4 eyes, I guess. And it is zeroable from both runners. So we'll probably see a couple pearls to the stronghold. Hunger reset in the portal room. Or in the stronghold. We'll see. And Doogle's out first, but is Ral close behind? Does Ral need one more rod?
Ral might be behind on some rods, yeah.
You gonna pearl hang and try to get a rod? Yeah. So Doogile is ahead again. Yeah, Ral needs one more rod. Wow. And if it's like one, like it's just one blaze, right? That's like 1 stray. Is it this 1 blaze? No, it is 2. Okay. 2 blazes. Doogile finding some ravine terrain here. Looks like he made up some time. I guess he blinded on 1 extra rod. Maybe got better strays, maybe got better spawns. Who knows?
Something along those lines. Maybe killed a few more blazes before leaving. Too.
Yeah, true. Could have like front loaded the rates or the whatever.
Exactly.
Doogile, no starter again. There it is though. Imagine the portal room's just about 4 away. Gets the spike though. Is low. Is losable. Can die here. If there's a mod.
Always losable.
Dude,
any situation in
all
tournament
3 seeds, Doogile has not navved the portal room. He has dug into the portal room on every single seed he's played today.
Oh, that's good.
He
That's
just
good. Hey, you gotta
what is happening?
Let him know. Let him know.
Let him know. I mean, is this it? Is it zeroable? But he choked the last one. He's in first though. Front, maybe. I'm gonna keep it up here on both of us. Gets the go. You can make it to 95 here for sure. 95. No netherrack or no soul sand incident. Oh, you're so early. You one more turn, bro. Could have went to 99. As long as we don't get a bed break. Late, really late bed, and that was early, bro. Oh
my god, this is scaring me.
My god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I think he has it. It's close though. Okay.
Dude. Oh my god. I mean, he does it. Is that a nerve 0? Is that just like you try to overcompensate for the bad timing? Oh, Ra went to 99 too. Wow.
Oh wow.
And Ra's gonna hit that. Close. Literally, I mean, the seconds don't matter until they do, and here they did. That's crazy.
Exactly.
Dies in the 0. And that's it. And it's our 3rd upset. At least it wasn't a 2-0, right? At least it wasn't a 2-0.
That was a close game, man. That is unfortunate to see Raul go so early, but you know, at the end of the day, well played to Doog.
Wow, yeah, that is crazy. I mean, look at these splits, just completely, basically neck and neck the whole run, right?
For sure.
Like, where's the difference, right? Like, 10 seconds on the blind. Like, I mean, Doogile blinded on 1 extra rod, but look, he he lost 1 second from blind to I Spy. So was it like, was
Yeah.
it the bow eye measurement mistakes? Was it some terrain mistakes?
Yeah.
Like, I think Ral built his portal higher and also I Spied, right? 9 seconds on the nav. I mean, Doogile did dig through the wall. Is that the 9 seconds? We'll never
Yeah.
know. But I mean, look how evenly matched it is, right? Only behind by 8 seconds into the fort. And again, the seconds don't matter till they do. When both runners play perfectly, it does come down to the micro, right? When the macro
Yeah.
decisions are there, when everything's on point, it's like who's doing all the little stuff faster, and that's
Yep.
what mattered in this seed, and that was it, right? Turns out that Rao's TNT Island, I mean, again, only 12 seconds, and he was losing by more than 12, but I mean, I think it was a great match. Got to our third
I
seed.
completely agree.
I don't think either of them played badly either. It's how it goes, right? Someone has to lose, right? And unfortunately, Ral was the loser of this seed.